This video presentation covers the sealing of a 30 series resin style ready access closure. The success of the sealing program has led on to the 30 series closures, both resin and ported heat shrinkable bases, to be sealed using the DexBond Closure Sealant 10B. Fault volume has significantly reduced since the introduction of the sealing program some 8 years ago. On average, over 80,000 closures are sealed in any 1 year. The installation procedure is easy, quick and very cost effective to undertake. The process takes approximately 20 minutes from start to finish. Once the leak enclosure has been identified, it is removed from the underground chamber. It is then secured in a vertical position. The collar clamping assembly removed, in this instance the older screw type. The dome is then removed, allowing access to the splice joint. The kit contents include a wet and dry wipe, the universal cartridge and the mixing element nozzle. These are being prepared and ready for use. It's very important the area in and around the cables is cleaned using first the wet wipe and then followed by the dry wipe. You will see from the video, foam inserts have been applied to the spare compartments. This prevents the sealant entering these spare compartments so they can be used for future cable entries. Remove the cap from the universal cartridge and place to one side. Then remove the sealing plug, retain and place to one side. Screw the mixing nozzle to the cartridge. A standard corking gun can be used to perform this sealing application. Closure Sealant 10B is a specially formulated flexible polyurethane resin. The DexGreen Closure Sealant 10B has passed all the stringent specification requirements which are detailed in the LN 450 standard. A copy of this standard is available on request. Keeping the closure in a vertical position and upright, eject the sealant in and around the cable butts. The viscosity of the sealant is such that it flows very easily in and around the cable butts. The resin becomes tack-free in approximately 6 to 8 minutes. The mixing nozzle can be directed to allow the sealant to flow around the compartment area. This is far easier than using resin bags or mixing cans. Once the compartment has been filled, the cartridge can be removed from the corking gun, the mixing element placed to one side, and the sealing plug then reinserted fully into the cartridge and the screw cap retained. In some cases, it may be necessary to actually renew the collar clamping assembly. Whilst the closure sealant is gelling and becoming tack-free, the parts of the closure can be cleaned in preparation for reassembly. The mating surfaces also cleaned, as well as the O-ring. It is not necessary to remove the foam inserts when flash testing. Once all the areas have been cleaned, the closure is ready for flash testing. The splice bundle is then carefully retained, the dome tester applied over the splice, down onto the O-ring, and the new lockover collar clamping assembly fitted. Once secure, pressure can be applied to the dome tester by inserting the puffer and inserting approximately 2.5 pounds of pressure. This normally holds steady then for a period of 5 minutes. The pressure then is released using the pressure release valve. Collar clamping assembly then removed. Remove the dome tester and place to one side. Refit the clean dome and then reapply the collar clamping assembly to the closure. Installation complete.